Welcome to raigurkul.com. In this video, we'll discuss about Xray test cases and how to create and add test cases into Jira Xray. Intentionally, this playlist is created for complete understanding about Jira Xray, where I'm going to cover in detail about Xray, how we can use it for our testing need. So in this video, we'll cover how to create and add and manage test cases into Jira Xray. It's a very simple terms. A test is a sequence of steps coupled with conditions or variable test inputs and an expected results. It is intended to establish the quality, performance, or reliability of a piece of system that is test target. Usually, every requirement or objective the test target is expected to achieve needs at least one test. The success of the test is determined by comparing expected and actual result. So we'll see here practically how to add and manage test cases under Jira Xray. Now for creation of the test cases, simply click on create and in issue types, just add test Xray test. So when we'll select Xray test, it will ask us to enter the summary about this test. So I'm just adding this is a test case 5. And here we have to define the different details. If you want, I'm just skipping the details because I've marked as fail is mandatory. That's why I'm just selecting the random number, but it's not required in your case. So when we want to see this test case, we can have all the details are available. Here we can have two sections. One is test coverage and test details. In test details, we can add the steps. So if we want to add the steps, just click on actions, data, expected result. So whatever is your actions, I'm just selecting action 1, then action 2, then action 3. So we need the data for all three actions. So let's say first time it will enter test, then data, and then again test expected results. So that should pass successfully, and whatever actions we are looking out, that should perform exactly whatever is needed. Let's say we are taking an example of login page. So login page should have username and password. So my expected result after entering a username and password, user should be able to click on login tab, and once he will hit the login, that should navigate it to the main page or home page of any login screen. So that will be an expected results which we can just add it. Click on create and we have the steps are added successfully, which we can even view, collapse, clone, move to, and delete it, whichever is required. If we have any attachments, we can also attach files, whichever is required. Now here we can see the test details in precondition sections. As of now, we have not defined the preconditions. So probably once the precondition will be covered, we will be able to see the preconditions are available. We'll try to cover in next part of video. Test sets are generally showing all the test sets which we have. So if we want to add the existing test sets, simply I will select here and click on add selected. Now this data come up with test sets. In test plan, if we want to add the existing test plan, or we can create it new test plan as well. So I'm just adding the test plan as well. Now in test runs, we have not executed add, so probably it will not have any details, but once we'll execute it, we'll have the executed results. In test detail, we can see the complete test detail. Test coverage, we have not defined it, but if we want, we can add it or add it accordingly. Link issues, as of now we don't have. If you want to create a subtask for any test cases, we can also simply do it. So this is how we can create and manage test cases. And at any point of time, if we want to delete the test cases, we can simply delete it, edit it, update it, totally depending on our requirement. So this is my test case. If we want to view issues, we can see it. If we want to move from one folder to any other folder, we can also do it. If I want to create a test sets with tasks, we can also do it. At any point of time we want to generate documents, we can do it easily. Now, if I want to delete this test case, I will be able to simply delete or even move it to several other components like in progress, Excel generator cucumber, assign it to someone else, and even add the comments. I able to do multiple things as well, like ranking the top, bottom, attach files, adding voters, watchers, adding clone and labels. So this is very simple enough. I will just select and the clone options will be available. At any point of time, if I want to delete this test case, simply click on delete and this test case will be deleted successfully. So here I've covered about editing of the test cases, manual test steps, table which we have created. Even if we want to cloning the test issues created a new test with all the informations of the clone test except its executions. Therefore, the clone issue will not be associated with any text execution issues. After that, we can even execute these test cases whenever it is required. So that's all about Xray test cases. Hope you enjoyed the content. If you think so this will be useful, don't forget to share within your circle. Thank you for watching.